Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a Harry Potter video about the Harry Potter RPG, and I haven't done one of these in quite a long time because all of the news has settled down ever since we found out that there was going to be a big reveal at E3 this year, and that was no longer happening. And we have a little bit more information on that, but we also have a release date of sorts, or at least as vague a release date as we've been given with the new consoles, the next generation of consoles coming out, and most games attached to that, and that is late 2021. This game was never that likely to come out this year, especially with Warner Brothers also developing the Batman game, which is much more likely to be coming out this year, and that Batman game seems to be getting its reveal in August at a DC fan event. As most of you will probably know by now, there was a leak a couple years ago now of actual gameplay of what was clearly a Harry Potter game, and anyone who posted any actual footage of that leak on YouTube had their video taken down, which just validated the leaks even more, because if it was a fake leak, then Warner Brothers would happily leave it up there and just deny it, whereas in this situation they clearly just wanted to bury all of that leak as quickly as possible in the hope that no one would see it and get excited by it, but everyone clearly did, and it seems like we're going to have to wait another year and a half to actually get our hands on the game. It was set to be an RPG with an open world setting which takes place not only in Hogwarts but its nearby locations, which obviously would include Hogsmeade and being able to go down to the Shrieking Shack. It will be interesting to see if they actually took the design of Hogwarts and the layout from the films, because I'm pretty sure the films aren't entirely consistent with how they lay out Hogwarts, especially with Hagrid's hut, with how nearby it is to the castle itself. But the idea of being able to actually create your own student and go off into Hogwarts, venture around the castle, actually getting to live out your own life in the setting of those books is an absolute dream come true for any Harry Potter fan, and the game does still remain on track for that release date of late 2021, despite the possible sale of Warner Brothers Interactive, which is a huge deal and very worrying because there were other companies looking into it. There were even rumours of someone like Take-Two, who own 2K, or EA looking into buying Warner Brothers Interactive. And in these sorts of situations with companies being bought, the kind of games that then get cancelled are the really expensive ones that have been in development for a while, such as this Harry Potter game. So that is very worrying if Warner Brothers Interactive does get sold. I think they'd be crazy to cancel that game, especially with everyone caring so much about the whole franchise and the amount of money that it will make. Inevitably, when it comes out, that will just be astonishing. The game will be huge. But there is a certain person who seems to be doing their utmost best to make people not like Harry Potter, and that is J.K. Rowling. If you kept an eye on the news recently, you've seen she's had a couple very controversial, basically transphobic tweets, and there's worry at the studio that those comments by J.K. Rowling have diminished interest in the game, and I don't think that will be the case with the game coming out in a year and a half. They might not even reveal it until next E3 sort of time. I think the completely rightful anger directed at Rowling will have probably died down a bit more by then, and people will be much more happy to buy the game. And it also seems that J.K. Rowling herself doesn't have much input in the game, which is absolutely not a bad thing, because she wrote all the books, she created this amazing universe, and everything that you really need to know is in those books. They don't really need to consult on her for anything, especially with her more recent actions. She might not even be the best person to go to when consulting Harry Potter. I'm sure there are so many people, so many fans who are actually more connected to the characters than she is. But that is all for this video. As I said, the release date for the Harry Potter RPG seems to be late 2021, providing there is no delays, which there absolutely could be. And if this game actually does stay an actual thing in existence, hopefully Warner Brothers Interactive doesn't get bought up, and if they do, hopefully the buyers have enough sense to keep this game in development, because they must know it is a huge chance to make a lot of money from the Harry Potter brand with a very detailed Harry Potter RPG with an open world. So let me know in the comments down below if these recent tweets by J.K. Rowling have now made you less excited for this game. I'm genuinely interested whether you guys now are really against the game, because personally I think, well, what she's saying is just despicable. The people who have worked so hard on this game, to have all of their hard work undone by one person would be terrible for them, and I can't wait to actually get a look at the game, even if that is in a year's time, or if we even get it at like Game Awards or something later on this year. That would be amazing. So thank you for watching this video, and hopefully I will see you next time.